semifinal action. Off stream, we had losers quarterfinal. Lemon Tea putting up a fight against CougyCougs, although going down by a tune of 3-2. CougyCougs moving on to face Biddy, who we saw beat Wish 3-0.
That's a pretty good win. Like, that's a really good win to start off. I don't know if it's the start of the season. I'm pretty sure Let's Make Moves was the first tournament of the season, but this is a pretty early on tournament of the season, so that's a good win to start it off.
Biddy is taking a 5-game win streak into this loser semifinal matchup. CougyCougs is as well after taking out Flare Blitzer, Jack, Adamus, Riz, and Lemon Tea, of course.
That's quite the run.
Yeah, no, and Biddy not doing too badly for himself, taking out BP Alfie, Gear. Corona 17 fell victim to Biddy by a tune of 2-1. And then, of course, Sync going down. Sync, the winner of one of the prior Platinum Star Smashes, yeah? No, he made it to Grand Finals of one as a Cloud.
I just know Sync has always done really well. I'll say that much. I don't know if I know Sync is very good, so like I'm not going to discredit him.
Oh, incredibly so, yeah. But and then Wishes, of course, we saw him go down to Biddy. So we are sitting at 2 stocks apiece. Beautiful stuff from both players thus far, as even can be. But Biddy, of course, you know how he is. It's Young Link doing Young Link things. But what does Fox do to negotiate this?
See, so Young Link is obviously a zoner. He also can play kind of rushdown because all of his aerials and like all of the aerials and projectiles are really good at approaching. But Fox has a lot of tools to combat that, like the Reflector. He's also a rushdown character. Aerial frame data is pretty insane. So I definitely think that Fox wins this matchup because right now, Fox looks like a monster in this game.
Yeah.
People are starting to think he's already top 3, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, you may be inclined to think that. However, and the thing is that the appeal of Young Link is that, yeah, is a primarily zoning character, but the appeal is that you can rush down. Problem is, if you're trying to get into a punch-in-the-face contest with Fox, that's pretty much suicide. You're not doing very well with that. So that's one of the things that's taken away from Young Link. What a parry into the up smash! CougyCougs burying his fangs to take that second stock.
That was optimal. That's all I'm going to say. That was the best possible thing he could have done there.
Optimal indeed. I mean, and we do hear that phrase thrown around a lot, but yeah, you know what? That is absolutely the truth. What else are you going to say about it?
And I like how Biddy's using projectiles in this matchup. Biddy's using the boomerangs and the arrows. Whenever he throws the boomerang, he throws it up, so he knows that Cougy can't really reflect it. And whenever he shoots the arrows, it's only when Cougy is either dash dancing or approaching. So he's not really using it as like a just spam it in neutral option. He's using it more as to bait in Cougy to get in close, and then he punishes Cougy with an approaching option.
Oh, and throws out the kick to, you know what? He's doing that work with the sword, so might as well put the legs to work.
I had no clue that would have killed. I had no clue that was gonna kill.
I don't think that, for some reason, I don't think that that Biddy did either. He looks just as surprised as anyone else.
They both look pretty surprised.
Yeah, no, Cougy, I mean, to his credit, doing well to come this far. And as we were seeing right there, out of the up B, was just kept in disadvantage for so long. And ultimately, he's going to find the kill. But the thing is, what we're seeing from Biddy is just, again, that zoning game coming into so much a handy. And going to Final Destination for game number 2, excuse me. And trying to find the shine, it didn't work. As soon as the shine dropped, got caught with the kick, and it wound up killing off of the side at around 130-something%.
Yeah.
So, game number 2, obviously, you gotta avoid that. You gotta make sure that you're being a little safer, I would say, if you're CougyCougs. You can't really be reckless.
I mean, as of right now, Cougy's playing this a lot better.
Yeah, I would say so.
I do like the stage choice because I feel like Biddy was getting a lot of mileage off the platform layout of Pokemon Stadium 2, using the boomerangs to angle him up into the platforms.
Oh yeah, you punish that landing indeed, as you do with any sword fighter for certain. And CougyCougs awaiting in the wings, and certainly the claws came out there. or that up smash to take the first stock. 89. That footstool was 100% intentional. Never tell you otherwise.
Honestly, you can't sleep on footstools in this game. Sometimes they can cut.
Oh, can't sleep on that either, can you, Issa?
That's the Biddy F smash right there. That's a good old reliable.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? As nice as kicks can be to take stocks every once in a while, nothing replaces a good old-fashioned sword.
I don't know why Cougy went for that down smash. Like, I just feel like that wasn't like a safe oh, he's got the bomb. He's got the bomb. He
does, but he can't use it, just not in time. And Biddy, he wants that stock back. Yeah, he's looking none too happy about what just transpired.
Yeah, you can tell he's approaching a lot faster than he was last game now that he's at a disadvantage.
Biddy now with that smash. Yeah, no. Cougy reading that all the way. And the parry as well. Saying, you know what? You want to try to disrespect me. Here's how quickly I can react to anything that you throw out at me. But, of course, Biddy taking exception to that. Piling him up to 109% damage. Throws the bomb out. Parry a laser. Why not? As you do. A parry right back from Cougs. Oh, man, he's been catching him with every single projectile he has. The Foxfire, well teched, however, and the get back up B as well on the final hit. And the kick to the face. So 2 kicks, 2 games, and 1-1 for both CougyCougs. The winner of this game number 2, and of course, Biddy. So as we're going to game number 3, I mean, pretty even here. The switch to FD worked for Fox, as it generally does, as it has for pretty much every single game in this series' history. We're being completely honest with ourselves.
Pretty much. I can only think of like one situation where like Fox was bad on FD, and that was the Peach matchup in Melee.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. And oh man, that just reminded me of that sweet clip of Armada pulling out the Stitch and then the floating back.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was the. I remember that. I think that's about the time that I fell in love with Smash when I saw that. But nonetheless, Biddy, back to Pokemon Stadium we go. Pokemon Stadium 1 for those of you keeping track at home.
Yeah, we decided to adopt Pokemon Stadium 1 here today because a lot of people complaining about how Pokemon Stadium 2 pineapples, so we gave it a shot. Why not? Still early on in the game, still can mess around with stages. Everyone has their different stages, so why not?
Exactly. In the words of the great Eric Andre, you only YOLO once. So you might as well just have some fun with it. And these parries from CougyCougs, man, I tell you, he's gotten that down to a nearly perfect degree.
And Fox, what a character to take advantage of parries, honestly. Such good frame data, such good killing options. When you get a good parry, you can get a hard punish off of it.
Yeah, no, that's true. Oh, and the up smash.
Biddy knows he shouldn't be doing that. Oh. All right, he's gonna illusion. No, Foxfire instead.
Interesting choice. You know what? Hey, it's only crazy if it doesn't work.
Yeah. I mean, mixing up your recovering Fox is essential. But he keeps recovering high to the ledge. I don't know if it's intentional or if he's just misinputting, but it's not working.
Well, what did work was that sword to the face, or at least to the ankles, sent him off the stage and out of the blast zone to take this first stock. So we're about even at 2 apiece. Missing with the tether, that was definitely punishable, but CougyCougs opting to establish a little bit of space between he and Biddy instead. Biddy going to make him pay for that lapse in judgment, perhaps.
I just want to let you know, if this was a friendly match, Biddy 100% would have tried to up-B him off stage there. Because he does it to me all the time, and I was like, he's not doing it.
Well, I mean, we've seen him get a lot of mileage out of that up-B.
He definitely has, but this is not where you want to throw out something as risky as that, because if you miss, Fox is just going to pummel you with up airs and F smashes, and you're going to die.
You know, you're not wrong. And now as we're approaching the end of this second stock for both of these players, you would think, or at least for one of them for certain, in Biddy, he's going to try to tack on a little bit of extra credit is CougyCougs. But as we approach this, what are you seeing Cougy do so well? In particular, obviously he's rushing him down. Obviously, he's making himself a bit of a nuisance up close and personal in Biddy's face. But what does Biddy need to do to counteract this?
I think Biddy needs to mix up his get-up options. Every time Biddy has got up, Cougy has punished his option. Like,
yeah.
It was either neutral get-up or he never rolls. Even though, like, roll is the most reactable option, sometimes you just got to throw it out there because they might not react to it. And Biddy is either neutral get-up or, like, get-up attacked pretty much every time.
You're certainly not wrong about that.
And the one time he jumped and attacked, it worked.
The boomerang and the bombs, the arrows, just a plethora, the full arsenal coming out from Young Link.
And this is getting a little scary because this is pretty even. The next big whiff could be the stock here for both players.
Oh, that up smash. He was looking for it right then and there. He's going to have to recoup, but he cannot. That back air is going to take game number 3 for CougyCougs, excuse me. Cougs having a bit of a laugh about it. We get the banned stages, and Biddy, you know, it's good to see, even in the heat of a tournament, CougyCougs and Biddy having a bit of a friendly back and forth about these things. It's nice to see that.
Yeah, you could definitely see that also Cougy had like a sigh of relief after he got that back air. Because when Cougy got that dash attack, he definitely wanted up smash. It's very obvious that he wanted up smash. And they're running it back to Pokemon Stadium. I think it's a great stage for both of these characters.
Yeah. Take that and rewind it back, says Biddy. He wants his shot at revenge. CougyCougs, he wants the 3-1 set victory. Game 4, Pokemon Stadium 1. The parries from CougyCougs, absolutely unbelievable. These reads, CougyCougs burying his fangs, gets him off stage. Biddy, you cannot escape the Cougs.
That was all disadvantage for Biddy, and it just seemed like he had no time to react to any of that.
Wow, good stuff from CougyCougs, and only sitting at 40% that whole time.
Anything at this point is extra credit for Cougy, so he might not even lose his stock if he played like he did there.
Pretty sure I just yelled in the ear of Chris Santorelli in production. Apologies for that, but regardless. Yeah. He's not going to acknowledge that, but yeah, no, apologies, my man. The up smash, and Cougs looking dominant in this game number 4. Biddy looks like he's out of ideas.
I think this is that point where, you know, you're grasping for air. You know, he's just pushing him off the cliff. You know, he's at the ledge. Cougy's just pushing him off the cliff. He's like, I'm done. I don't want to. I want to move on. I want to move on to Wizards Finals. I want my shot at Gons. I want to make it all the way to the top.
Yeah, well, I mean, first he's going to have to go through a very worthy competitor in Leon, a Bowser, a big boss awaiting in Losers Final. But the loser of this one will go home in 4th place, and the taunt by Biddy. He says, I ain't done yet. I got my Lon milk. I'm going to be popping more bottles after this tournament is done. Oh, just going for it. Why not? I do respect the catch-as-catch-can attitude of Biddy right now, but that up smash is not done yet.
It's not done yet, Chris.
Not quite yet, the fake out. And no, yeah, we're still in this. That up smash is going to do it. And just like that, we saw the claws get sunk into his prey. And there you go. That's Cougs taking a bite out of Losers semifinal. And now Leon awaiting in Losers Final. You anticipate the Bowser coming out against this Fox?
I would think the Bowser's coming out first. He has been he's been talking all day about the Bowser. He's like, I still think he's a good character. I'm pretty sure he thinks he's the best heavy, which that's arguable because DK exists. But he's been putting in work with Bowser, so he's proven a point. Bowser's no joke.